Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. My name is Sagar and in this video we'll see how we can create a simple business event. So we'll take a scenario. Okay, so let us say if like new vendor is getting created, we want to send that information somewhere. We simply want to send the vendor related information. So how we can create business event for this scenario? So first of all, I will open my vendor form and let me see what are the important fields here. Okay, so if you see the vendor account number is important field and I think this should be coming from here party table. Okay, so this is okay. So what I will do, I will take a very simple scenario. Whenever a new vendor is getting created, I want to create business event for this scenario. So the first thing is that whenever you are creating a business event, you need a data contract because you want to send that information in a JSON format, right? So I will go to code. Here I will simply say my vendor something like vendor contract, or make sure to put your prefix, and I will add this. And the first thing is that your business event contract should extend your business events contract. So what I mean by that is, let me wait for this class to get loaded. Okay, so the first thing is that I will need to specify this attribute here, that is data contract. Let me remove this. Alright, and then I can make it simple class, and as I said, in my business event we need to extend it. So I will say extend business event contract, business events contract. Yeah, exactly, this class need to be extended. And the next thing is that we need a vendor name, vendor account number. So I can say vendor protected vendor account, and I will say this as vend account. Now once this will be done, then I need to create my data attribute, right? Data member attribute. So I will say data member. But here one thing you need to make sure that, let me tell you in a second. Here you will put simply the label, and here you need to add this business event data member. Okay, and here also you can specify your vend account. Now this is decorated, then you can create your parameter, that is public vend account param. You can say vendor account, and then you can define this vend account. Let me control Z again. Param vendor account. Here I can say vend account, and then I will create a parameter here, vend account, and I will say equals to, this would be my vend account. Okay, once this is completed, then you can simply assign the value, that is your vend account equals to your underscore vend account, and then simply return your vend account. And here let me correct this, I will say this as n, and I can auto hide this. Okay, so this is fine now. And now once this is done, then what you will need, to create a a param method for your table as well. So what I mean by that is, we'll create a static method. So you can say public static your when table. When table, you can say param when table. Here you can specify your when table. We'll create parameter when table, and here initialize this data contract. So you can say sc vendor contract. Simply give a name like contract equals to new sc vendor contact, and then inside your contract you can say contract dot param vendor account. Here you need to give name of your vendor account that you can fetch from when table dot account number. This one. Similarly, if you have multiple parameters, you can assign it here, and then at the end you can return your contract. Alright, so this is fine now. Okay, now our data contract is ready. The second thing that we need to do is we need to create our main business event. Okay, I will add my class. So I can say this as vendor or SC vendor business event, and I will add this. Okay. I think here we have issue. I should have put here that okay, I got it. In our data contract there is an issue. Let me quickly go there and fix this. Okay, the first thing is that here my class should come here, and also my method name is also not good. It's misleading, so I will quickly change this. First thing is that I need to change this. Okay, and here I can say new from my when table, and this should go away now. Alright, okay, so now here are a few interesting things about this class. So you need to extend this class with your business event base. So right here business event base, why it's not populating here. Extend business. Okay, there is S as well. Yeah, now this is fine. Okay, so first of all you need to do this, then just okay, here it is saying that you haven't I will override this build contract first so that I can get rid of this error. Okay, I will remove this. Okay, now let me complete this decoration here. So the first thing is that you need to write here business events, this one, and if you see the syntax here, first thing is that you need to provide name of your contract class. This is my contract class, right? SC vendor contact. So I need to provide a string, so I can say class str. Here I can say SC vendor contract. Okay, so now this is completed. Now the next thing is that I need to give a label. So I will say vendor info, or I can say vendor number, and then I need to give a description. This is vendor number, something like this. And the next thing is that you need to provide under which module you want this. So I can say I need this inside my vendor, and I can close my class, and then I can close my attribute type. So let me go here. Yeah, here now this is fine. Okay, now the first thing is that we need a param method of our when table. Okay, so let me quickly define that, or let me quickly create that. So I'll say when table. Here I can say public when table param when table, because my business event will send me this when table when table, and here I can create this parameter when table, and then I can simply specify data to my, okay, here also I missed this, equals to when table. Here I can specify my when table equals to this underscore when table, and then I can return my this when table. Return when table. Okay, so this is fine now. And now the next thing is that we need to create a static method for my this class only. So I will say public, you can say public static my class name, that is SC vendor business event. I'll say new from my vend table, and here also I will need to say my vend table, and I'll put underscore vend table. Let me quickly go to my contract class. Okay, and this is fine. Okay, now I will create an object first of my this class. I will say SC vendor business event. I will create my object name as business event equals to new SC vendor business event, and then I need to call this param method for my business event. I will call this param method, so I can say business event business event dot param when table. Here I can specify my when table, and then at the end I need to return this class, so I can say return business events. All right, okay, so this one is also ready, but here one interesting thing is that your this bill contract is good to have, it should be decorated with this wrappable as false, and then replaceable as false. Okay, and here you can return this, so you can simply say return you can call this SC vendor contract. So what was the method name? The method name is new from when table. So exactly this one is going to call your this contract, and from this contract this method will be called. Once this method will be called, then this method will assign this value to this, and it will return from here. So let me quickly complete this. I can see here when table. Okay, so this is a kind of boiler code only, but now we'll write our main logic. Now I will go to my event table. I will create an event handler. So I will go to events. Here I will search for my inserted event. So I will copy this, and what I will do, I will say add. I will go to my class, and here I can simply give a name. I can say this as SC vendor creation event handler. I will add this. Okay, once I will add this, then here I can remove this and I can simply paste that. Let me do Control V. Okay, it's populating now. Okay, now this is all good. Now you will need to use here your business event class, this one. Okay, so basically SC vendor business event will put scope resolution. You see this method, right? New from event table. So here you will need to pass buffer of your event table. Now you know once this event handler will get called, so it will give you buffer of your current event table. So what you can do, you can say event table, you can define buffer here, event table equals to, and this will directly give you buffer center as event table, and then you can pass your buffer here event table, and the only thing is that you need to use a function named as send. That's it. So this is a very simple business event. Okay, now once this all is completed, you will simply need to do a build. Okay, once the build will be completed, I will come back again. I'll pause the video now. Alright guys, so the build is completed now, and now I can go to my system admin module and let me go to, there should be a form called business event. Here we go. Let me click on business event. I clicked on wrong one, business event catalog, and here we should see that business event. Okay, so it is starting from SC. Let me type here. But if you don't see a business event, you will need to rebuild the business event catalog, and it will take some good time. And once it is built, then you can consume your business event as you want. So I'll wait for this to get built. Okay, my this build is completed, like this business event build catalog. Now if I will search for my this, and here you can see that I have put my business event account, accounts, payable, and this was the, let me go to main. Here the vendor number was the name of my business event. So exactly the same thing. And here you can download the schema just to see what all fields are available from UI. So when you download this, and let me open this, I will click on edit. So me do this, we should have a field named as vendor here somewhere. Let me beautify it. I'm not seeing it. Okay, here you go at the end, you see the vendor account. So let me go to your contract, and here you see the exact same thing we have put here. Okay, so let me reiterate. Our goal was to, whenever a new vendor gets created, we want to send this information, let's say to our business team, our sales team, our retail team, some kind of team. For that, we decided we'll create a business event. So the first thing is that we need to create a contract. Now, how do we create a contract? You put this data contract here. And for business event scenario, you need to extend this with business event contract. Then you create your param method as usual, but the only thing is that you specifically need to tell here that this is your business event data member. And once you are done, then you need this static method, because you are calling this method from here, from your business event contract. I will come into this class later. Okay, and here you will simply return your contract. Okay, so now your data contract is completed. And then next thing is that you need to create your main business event class. The first thing is that it needs to extend your business event base. And here you need to decorate it with business event. You need to specify your contract class here. In our case, that was SC vendor contract. And then here we give a name that you see was reflecting in front end here. And then this is just a description of this field, nothing else. And here the module, in which module you want to put it here. So if you see it is coming in the accounts payable, the reason for that is I put this business event inside my model etc. vendor, and then you close this class. Okay, now as soon as you are extending it, you will need to override this particular class for sure. So you can put the wrappable and replaceable as false, and this is your out of the box method. Here you simply return. Okay, you are calling your contract class here, and you are simply calling the static method new from when table. Get this one? And here you are passing this when table. This when table is a global variable that you have to create. Okay, now you're passing your when table, but you need to get the data. Now usually to get your data you create a public param method, right? So we exactly created our param method for our table. And now this table also need to be initialized from somewhere. So for that we created this particular method, okay, which is nothing, just this particular method here, and here we are simply assigning the value to this. And now this class will get called from this event handler. So when you open this event handler, here we choose the event type as inserted. Okay, then using this we were easily able to get the buffer of our current event table. And then we call this particular class and we use this function, we use this, and we simply call our send method. So that is all about how you can create the business event, a simple business event. We'll build more complex in our upcoming videos. Thanks for watching the video.